Good evening on a Tuesday night. Doormat delivery, checking in again. I've had a pretty good couple of months of delivery. Been really busy with various other projects also. Tonight, well, let's see, over the weekend, I had Saturday and Sunday nights that I delivered. I did not do Friday night, which was Halloween night, actually. I was too busy at home passing out candy to the kids. But I got out Saturday night. It was kind of an interesting start to that one. I got an order first for 5 guys and went there. It was around $7.50 or something for maybe 3 or 4 miles. Got there, was picking up the first order, and while I was standing there, an add-on came on for picking up at 5 guys and going an additional couple of miles for another, I think, $7 or $8. So I accepted that and told them I was there for that order also. And just another minute or two after that, a third one for 5 guys came in, again for another couple of miles and another $7 or $8, I think. All told, I was going to get about $21 for, I think, 8 or 9 miles. I ended up having to wait at 5 guys for a bit to get all 3 orders. But I went and put the first one out in the warming bag and just waited for the second 2, and they offered me a drink while I was hanging out waiting, which was good. I just stood around and checked some sports scores, football scores going on that Saturday, and got them all 3 delivered. But that was a pretty good start for that evening. Something kind of similar happened on Sunday, but it was 3 different pickups. And it wasn't the beginning, it was a little bit later into the driving that been getting a lot of orders that were just not worth picking, not saying no to a lot of things. And then it looked like they finally included 2 together that was worth doing. It was like $19.50, I think, for 9 miles, almost $20 for 10 miles basically. So I said yes to that. And then on the way between picking up those 2 orders, there was a third add-on for another $10 for only like a mile and a half or something like that. And that was at Zaxby's. That pickup was at Zaxby's. So I went there, and interestingly, the person at the counter said, "That order's been asked for like 5 times now. Let me just go ahead and remake it." Like, oh great, well, at least they're going to remake it, but that means a little bit of a wait. It was for one of their salads and some fries. Luckily, they were pretty quick about it, so that was good. I contacted the customer saying this order has been supposedly picked up several times, or tried to be picked up several times, but they are remaking it, and I will deliver it. So it ended up being a $30, like $29.80, I think, for around 11 miles total. So that was a big one to start, or to get my Sunday going real well. Those 2 nights together were pretty good. Saturday and Sunday, I was definitely at $25 an hour for the 3 to 4 hours that I did each night. Usually can only see that consistently on weekends. I've done a few weeknights here and there and struggle to break right about $20 an hour. Gonna see what happens here on a Tuesday night. It gets dark early now. It's 5:45 and sun is already down below the horizon, and just the sky is still kind of light. There is a quest going on. It's starting at 6 p.m. For every 2 orders, you get a little bit of a bonus, up to 8 orders. So we'll see how quickly those go. I may or may not stay out long enough to do 8 orders. Don't like being out really late on weeknights, so we'll see what the first couple hours get me, and then I may just call it good and head home around 8. Anyway, got to turn the apps on and see what's going on. Also got to check the traffic, because this still kind of rush hour out here, and I've already been caught in it trying to run an errand, and gonna have to look at the map to see what kind of places I can go to and from without getting stuck in too much of the stop and go traffic. Alright, accepted the first order, a Little Caesars pickup, $9 and maybe 70 cents for about 4 miles, 4.5 miles maybe. Not super excited because I am having to go through some traffic to get there, but kind of hoping that the orders after that will stay on the other side of the interstate where there is a little less traffic normally. But I've got about a mile and a half to get there first. And really it's just this first third of a mile or so that I've got several stoplights and lots of traffic ahead of me. Alright, got that Little Caesars pickup. Can never seem to find the code. They want a code in order to automatically open the warming oven that it's sitting in. Always takes me a minute to find that. I had to read closely, and finally it gave it to me, and I typed that in and the warming door opened up. And it was 5 little things that they're getting, not one big pizza. Anyway, I have 8 minutes and 2.6 miles. Looks like still a little more traffic, at least according to the map, but it does look like it's moving. About to drop off the Little Caesars here. And gonna decline at $10 for 11 miles. That one dropped off and there was a cat in the driveway that was kind of hard to see. Almost stepped on it, I think. Just being real still right there in the dark. Alright, just accepted one. $6.75 for 4 some miles. But it looks like traffic wise it'll be a whole lot better. And not take a real long time. Okay, dropped off that Asian grill dinner and then waited for just a couple of minutes at a McDonald's parking lot. Actually, by the time I circled around and parked, a decent enough order came in. It's $14 for 9 miles and it's 2 deliveries. I'm not sure, let me see actually here until, oh no, it's 2 pickups. Taco Bell and back to Little Caesars. Anyway, $14 for about 9 miles. Plus, I'll get the first bonus from the quest for having done the second of the $2 bonus, and I'll be one into the $4 bonus. So it goes 2, 4, 6, back down to 4, I think, for the last two. Okay, Taco Bell picked up. I was a little worried when I walked in and did not see any orders sitting there ready for pickup. But they did bring it out pretty quick. So now back to Little Caesars. Little Caesars dropped off, front desk of a hotel. Going to the agent working the front desk, so that's easy enough. So many times I go into a hotel, I have to actually go up to the 3rd or 4th floor to find the person and meet them at the door. But this one was easy peasy. And now I'm heading over to this Vietnamese restaurant that's just like right here. And that parking spot is way too tight. Gonna have to go back up and try that other one that I passed. Looks much wider. Next to a police car. That's all right. Okay, had just a few minutes wait to pick up the Vietnamese food, which was okay. I needed to hit the bathroom and they allowed that. And now I've got 5 miles in about 10 minutes. Like I said, a good 3+ of those miles are on the interstate. And then just a couple more miles after that. Okay, got the Vietnamese dropped off. And thought I accepted an order for 5 guys going only about 3 miles for $5.50 or so, but it was no longer coming up after I dropped off the other one, so I must have not accepted that, but I did just accept a Jimmy John's pickup. I think it was $5 for like less than 2 miles, so it's actually a better order anyway. So now I'm on my way to Jimmy John's, only half a mile away or less, and then it should only be about 1.5 miles more to deliver that. Okay, I just had to short wait on that. While I was waiting, I looked for, or added up the totals, earning totals so far. Still some tips pending, but if they all come in correctly, then I'm at $44 before this order. That's including $6 of Quest promotion money. Alright, I gotta see where this is taking me. So I gotta go down here and do a U-turn because of this median I can't get left on. Okay, got the Jimmy John's dropped off. Easy enough. It was only like 2/3 of a mile away from the pickup. And that was order number 5 of the given quest, 6 for the night, counting that first one that started before 6 p.m. So if I can get one more, I'll get a $6 bonus. It's 20 till 8 now, so I've done pretty well. Consider I've only been at it for less than 2 hours, hour and 50 minutes or so. It's gone pretty well this evening. I should be really close to $50 for less than 2 hours already. Just want to get one more order. That'll give me a $6 bonus plus whatever the order itself is. Ideally, that order would send me back towards my home neighborhood. But it kind of went quiet all of a sudden. I'm sitting here at a Chick-fil-A. There's a Five Guys behind me, a couple of pizza places close, Taco Bell, McDonald's just a half mile down the street, and somebody needs to order something that I can deliver. Okay, it looks like the winning order is a Jersey Mike's pickup. It was only $4 going 2 miles, so nothing great. But I'll get $6 bonus on that, so really it's $10 if you look at it that way. And it kind of goes the direction home, not very far since it's only 2 miles, so it doesn't really get me that much closer. So if there's another order going even more that direction, I'll probably take it, but otherwise it's close enough to 8 o'clock. I was hoping to stop and be home a bit after 8, so this will be good enough. Jersey Mike's was ready and waiting. Of course, that shopping center, it's always interesting if I have to go back east on the main road. Uber Eats navigation doesn't know that I can make a right out of the parking lot and hit a stoplight and go left. They always want to take me out the back entrance, down another road to another stoplight. Okay, just got back home and a little over 2 hours. I should be really close to $60, maybe 56, somewhere around there. Got that last pickup from Jersey Mike's delivered easy enough, and then nothing else was popping up as I made my way back to the house. And so I am now home. It is 8:17, started about 5 till 6, so just a couple hours, and happy with a Tuesday night. Definitely didn't expect to make over $25 an hour on a Tuesday night. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Until next time. Doormat delivery over and out.